What's up, world? It's Denverzdojamain, and I'm right here at 8529 West Colfax Avenue, about to walk in here to Weefles to see what they got on the menu. Y'all follow my lead and let's get it.
Hello, welcome to Weefles. How can we help you today?
What's going on, Reina?
How are you?
I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's up on the menu, you know what I mean? Y'all got the nugs.
Yes.
Let me get an order of your nugs and that Roxy sandwich.
All right.
With a Jamaican latte. For sure.
Sounds good.
Got them hemp ice creams. Mango love, jasmine flower, mocha mint. All right, you want to get these nugs going in here? Yes, sir. Hi, babe, we need a Jamaican latte. To go. And a golden sunset smoothie too. Please and thank you.
Jamaican latte, and it's made with coconut milk, Jamaican coffee, coconut whipped cream, and allspice in there, and a tablespoon of sugar. You're welcome. Enjoy.
That maple scissor. Got a Roxy and the nugs up.
Micaiah, Reina, what a lovely establishment down here on West Colfax, 8529 West Colfax to be exact. Weefles.
We out here.
Man, hey.
Cheers.
I love it. So first, let's introduce you two, starting with you, Micaiah. Just talk about who you are, how'd you get this establishment, what inspired it, and let's move from there.
Okay. Well, my name's Micaiah. You know, I go by Mick D, Micaiah88. That's my artist name and stuff. But Weefles, it started as like a little cookie snack brand. Just always had the idea that I wanted a cafe and stuff too. So when I met this beautiful queen right here, we were able to put it together, and now we got our own little coffee shop, event space, and yeah, Weefles is what it is.
Where you from originally?
I'm from here. I'm from Denver, Colorado, right off 35th and Sheridan. You know, that's where I grew up. Then I took a little journey to Florida, you know, lived there for like 5 years, and then we got together and we came back here to Denver, and we started this life.
Nice. Reina, how you doing? I should say Reina Charles to be exact, and we know why. You know, I know you Nutty Knock's sister or whatever, so you know what I mean, that's what's up. I know him well. So talk about yourself, tell me where you're from, you know, how'd you get inspired to join Micaiah on this journey to have such a lovely establishment?
So yes, my name is Reina Charles, and I am from Denver, Colorado. I grew up in Wheat Ridge, actually. I went to Wheat Ridge High School, and you know, I've always had a little travel bug in me, so I decided to take a trip to Florida and meet up with Micaiah, and then after that we stuck together, and we've always been entrepreneurs. I've always been an entrepreneur since a little girl. You know, I started working at the flea market as my first job, selling stuff out of a tent with my dad. He opened up his own shop, which was really inspiring as a little kid, and I always knew I wanted to own a business. I just never knew what it was going to be. So yeah, I've always been a hustler. Ever since I turned 18, you know, independent. I always wanted a lot of money. I had to figure it out. So, you know, I was an entrepreneur. I've started many, many businesses, and not all of them have worked, but, you know, that's part of it. And now that I have Weefles, it's just, you know, it's opening my mind to just continue to grow and learn new businesses and start whatever I set my mind to.
What inspired y'all to pretty much create a restaurant slash just a cafe, I'm gonna call it, where you got vegan waffles and you know, you're really trying to serve the vegan breakfast to service, you know, the vegan community, but you're doing it in a way that translates to the 420, of course, you know what I mean? I mean, it's 5280, so of course there is that edge to have the marijuana involved. However, your food's not infused necessarily with THC, yet you use the theme of, I guess you could say, the marijuana industry to also promote and brand your business.
Yeah, we use the hemp leaf is what we promote it as, because we use hemp protein and everything. But I mean, just how it all came together was just, we pretty much altered and like we kept changing, like, to become what it is right now. Because I mean, at first I was baking the Weefles cookies in her mom's kitchen. You know, we started baking cookies and started selling them weed shaped. And then we had an RV that we were traveling in with our Mick and Ray day to day. You know, we were traveling in our RV. And then we just were here back in the city, didn't know what to do, so we were like, let's just start a business out of the RV. So we converted it into a food truck, you know, semi-food truck. We were still like living in it, and then we were like, you know, let's sell our cookies and waffles out of it. So we did that, and we started selling the waffles. So we came up with the food truck brand. And then we didn't really know it was going to turn into this event space, restaurant, whole thing. We just thought we were, you know, creating a Weefle brand out of our bus. And then,
Absolutely.
And then blessings upon blessings, I seen this spot and I said, I want that. So we ended up renting it. They rented it to us on a deal, and we built it up to what it is today.
That's dope. Yeah. So, you know, not only is the idea, obviously, the passion, the creativity there, but there's also the education on being a vegan, you know what I'm saying, not eating meat. And Reina, I know you have a lot to say about that. So kind of talk about, you know, the whole vegan culture and how it seems to me the world is kind of going that way. You know, you're starting to see it more and less people are eating meat nowadays. So just talk about it.
So I first heard of going vegan on YouTube by someone named Ralph Smart, and he, you know, just was super inspirational, motivational, and helped me change my life. Ultimately, I just wanted a more positive life and to put less harm on anyone or anything around me, just to spread good vibes. So with that being said, if you believe that energy never dies, then, you know, it just transfers. Energy transfers. So when you eat something, it's energy. It's a living being. And when you put that in your body, you're putting that energy of the animal or whatever you eat inside of you, and you're using that energy. So, you know, once I heard that energy never dies, it just stuck with me. It was just something I lived by, and I wanted to put nothing but good energy into me so that I can live my best life. So that being said, no more dead animals for me, and just stick to plants. And I just experimented with it. I did 1 week of going vegan, and I felt good. And then I went back to vegetarian, which is no meat. But I did do like the dairy for a while. But really, I just wanted to like feel healthy. And I started feeling healthy, and I started seeing a lot of people doing it. And I was, you know, I was following the trend, following the popular trend. A lot of celebrities are are vegan. So, you know, I'm like, okay, these people are healthy. It's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
It's been around forever.
But it seems like it's getting more popular now.
It is.
It seems like a establishment like this is kind of pushing the narrative of why it's becoming more popular, because you can
make anything
with it, like weed sandwiches. Because I ate a well, not weed, but hemp shaped waffle sandwich. It was delectable. But
yeah, so we're trying to make you know, the weed leaf, and you know, combine it with all plants. It's just a plant that gives you good, you know, good vibes, good protein, good everything. So it's just another one of those miracle plants, and we just decided to combine it. And she is the one that went vegan. And like Weefles, when it was just a cookie, it wasn't like I was making it like my mom's normal Belgian waffles with the egg and milk in there, making that recipe.
But what happened?
So you merged, basically you two merged.
But we merged, yeah.
Yes.
She had that vegan vision,
I told
you
her I
know, and she
wouldn't.
said she would. She said she wouldn't
I wouldn't
help
support
me
a
in this
business
business.
that wasn't vegan because it's not.
Yeah. So I was gonna do
who I am.
Weefles all by myself, just a little cookie snack, and then she was supportive, but she wasn't like in it unless it was vegan.
Yes.
So we altered. I took the milk out. Easy to take the milk out. Easy to take the butter out, because there's butter replacements.
So there's
And all
vegan
that.
butter, vegan milk.
Yeah, so it was easy to do.
You just replaced it.
Yeah, and then so now we got the vegan thing, and then maybe this wouldn't have worked if it wasn't a vegan place. Maybe if it was just a waffle breakfast place, it wouldn't be as popular as, like, it wouldn't work as much as, you know, the vegan thing to it. So I think it all came together.
Oh yeah, as they say,
out.
teamwork make the dream work. So now I want to talk about how you guys kind of walked into the performing arts side of the business, and now you got a stage inside the restaurant, and you got open mic nights. Like, talk about how that component of your business and your entrepreneurism is actually making magic.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've always been an artist and a producer, and I've been doing it for a long time. So and I've performed and I've thrown shows. So when we had this space right away, we were like, okay, there's space to, you know, throw events and stuff in here. And I've always had my own home studio, so I had to set up a little place where I could record, make beats in here. And then just eventually we built the stage up and started promoting shows. I've always wanted to be a, you know, promoter for shows. I've done it in the past and been successful, so I knew I could do it. And, you know, with her here, I knew we could, you know, make it happen.
We had our first open mic, and we just invited, like, a few people showed up, and, you know, I performed, and I was, you know, happy to do that, and it went well. And then we kept going, and they were like, you know, nobody showed up, and we're like, shoot, what do we do? And then we had our first hip-hop show.
Hip-hop show.
Yeah.
I was like, let's put together a hip-hop show. You know, I know a lot of artists, so we put together the Drip and Sip hip-hop show. It was the first annual, and we had this place packed, probably 100 people, like, stuffed in here.
Yeah.
Stuffed in here for this nice hip-hop show. We had a couple local artists, and then we just were like, yeah, let's make a good event space out of this.
So Reina, I know you're a musician in your own right. You know, you got some songs online and you're doing your thing in the studio. You know, talk about your music side for us.
I have been an artist for about 4 years now, and I was super inspired being around Micaiah, watching him make music in the studio for the first time in Florida was just awesome. I was just super attracted to that, and knowing that he's a producer and everything, it just, like, really made me inspired, and I knew it was possible. Like, if you link up with the right people, anything you want is possible. So as soon as we got together, you know, I was already doing my first song, a little backup vocal for Someone Ever here in Denver, and I was so nervous to do it, but once I did the first time, I kind of just fell in love with it. And yeah, I got inspired to write my first song ever, and I did that in Florida. And I feel like some weird way, like going vegan helped me open up my throat and like be able to express myself. Like once I found who I was as a vegan, I was able to find myself who I was as a person, as an artist. So, you know, I just, song by song, I've been going for 4 years. I've just picked up everything I can from other people in the studio, from Micaiah. He works with so many artists, so every single person that he's worked with, I've been in the room, and I've been able to learn something from each person, and I'm just like a sponge. I just am self-taught, and I just love it. I have such a passion for it now, and it's like I never knew how to express myself before becoming an artist, and now I know exactly how to express how I'm feeling and what I want to say and my message to the world, and it's just really like saved me as a person and allowed me to, you know, just be excited to create and just be excited to be in the industry itself. It's so amazing, and it's super challenging and confusing and hard as an independent artist. But, you know, with the whole business that came up with Weefles, I have nothing but faith and belief now that I can make it as an artist. However and whenever it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So, yeah, it's nice to feel like an artist.
Has helped, or I think it's going to help, and it helps attract our customers, and now they know about our music and stuff, so definitely gets us fans that way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So talk about what y'all got coming up, what y'all got on the mound.
Music-wise, I have an album I'm going to release any day now without any promotion. It's just going to be a sneaky album of all these old songs, you know, not too old, just a mixture of songs I'm about to put out.
What you gonna call the album?
I'm in between a few right now because I'm going to put out another album after that. So the next album I put out is going to be called Trap Cafe.
Ooh.
Trap Cafe, because it's going to all these songs I'm making right here in the back of the cafe. Sometimes I get other people's beats, but for most of my albums, I've produced all of them. So this album coming out.
Have to get a beat for sure.
Yes, let's do it. And I've produced pretty much every one of her songs.
My first album, every beat was his, inspired by him, maybe a couple from someone else, but all my new music is from Micaiah, and all his new beats are amazing. So I just love my new music. And
I kind of want to hear what your message is in terms of people who are living a similar life, trying to get ahead with their entrepreneurism, trying to, you know, build their business. Talk about being a business owner in this climate and the things I just mentioned.
Being a business owner, I mean, to me, it's like, it's just about doing the steps to get to where you want to go. Like, a lot of people are afraid to just make that first step. Like, we were broke when we started, but I used the money that I made doing moving jobs to, you know, get the business license, you know, then you pay the fee to get the other licenses, and then all of a sudden you're in that position to own your own business and everything. So I just say go for it, and that's what we did. And for me, it's like we get up every morning, we have to go to work, but we're working for ourselves, and it's worth it. It's worth it to me. But,
absolutely. Reina, talk about it. Being a business owner, what's it like?
It's a very interesting question there, because it is. I don't want to sugarcoat it. It's hard. It's hard. It's confusing, and it's like starting something brand new every day. You wake up, you have to be thinking of a new idea. How are you going to push this? What are you going to shape this into? It's kind of like you're just going in and you don't know what you're doing every single day, and you're trying to do the best you can do every single day. But no matter what, it's just like I have to show up. And as long as I show up every day, then I know it's growing.
we said earlier, we have to put in the work. If we don't post in the morning that we're, you know, a picture of our waffles and we're selling today, then people don't know we're selling today.
Right.
So you got to do it every day. You got to post. You got to talk about it. You got to tell everyone you meet about it. Every day I'm wearing either my shirt or I got my waffle hoodie, my Weefles hoodie on, So everywhere I go, people are like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "That's my cafe down the street."
Man.
So
Definitely a learning experience. Every day you learn something new, and you have so many hats you have to wear. And I like to say this, like, I scrub the floors here. I cook the food here. I greet each customer here, you know. I clean the toilets. I promote on social media. I create content. I'm every single thing you can think of at a business. That's just who I am now. I'm every aspect of it, and so is Micaiah. And you know, together it's possible, because it's very overwhelming and exhausting to do it. And a lot of the times, if you don't like take some time to yourself, it's overwhelming and you don't know what to do next, because there's so much to do. But it's nice to like meet people in the business industry. Like, ever since we started this business, I never knew any entrepreneurs before this business, but now that we have a business, we naturally are attracting every person we meet now has a business. And it's so nice to just get advice and ask questions and just be the sponge and learn something from them. And yeah, it's really rewarding. It's really amazing having a business, and I couldn't imagine my life without this. Like, it saved us to have money, to, you know, to
can make money.
Yeah, to know that we've always known we were gonna like make it, but we just didn't know how and when. And now that we have this, it feels like we're on the right path to just being successful, being happy, being proud of ourselves, like, finally, you know. Because you always feel it when you're a young kid or just anyone. You just know, like, I'm gonna help the world somehow. And now we can help the world, and we are, and we see it, and people thank us every day.
She's meeting all of her vegan friends that she's always dreamed of.
I wanted vegan people, and I never knew any vegans until I started Weefles. So we know our niche. We know our clientele that we're going for every day. We know who we want to meet now. So we're looking for them.
Clientele is just, 420 friendly, health and fitness, conscious, and just
and vegans
and positive vibes.
And entrepreneurs.
Everyone that walks through here is just like, oh, it feels so good in here. Like, positive vibes. And that's all
we just want to, promote positivity.
We're bumping reggae in here usually during the day.
Well, absolutely, it's definitely contributing to the culture in a great way. I'm thankful for just being blessed enough to fall into the building, you know what I mean? Because I never knew you had a hemp, waffle, vegan sandwich situation available out there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Y'all need to come down here, because if you ain't had them nugs, you missing a real good game. So look, we gonna wrap it up, y'all. I want y'all to go ahead and just give a message to the people, something that's on your heart. Keep it short and sweet, and then let them know how you feel.
Okay, to everybody, that's different out there, and your family maybe didn't raise you vegan, or you eat meat every day. It's up to you to just try it. Just try it for one day, try it for one meal, and see how it makes you feel. See if you like it. Don't be afraid to be different from everybody else around you. Don't be afraid to be alone for a while until you can figure out who you are and figure out what you want to do for the world. If you want to start a business, you just have to answer one question. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to serve 1 million people. How can you serve 1 million people? How can you solve a problem in the world? Food, for instance, is something people need, and you can feed them, and you can make money off it and make a difference by what you're feeding people.
Parting statement, I want to let everyone know that we do have this amazing space here, and you guys could come kick it. You could come here, make some music. You could come throw your own private party here. If you throw a private party, it is 420 friendly, so we just are always in the back, kicking back here. So, come check us out, eat some good food, and help spread the vibes.
Micaiah, Reina, thanks for rocking with Head Clap Entertainment.
Head Clap, thank you.
Thanks for bringing us in, enjoying the food, and thanks for what you do in the community, Keep up the good work, keep inspiring, hiring until you're retiring, so the next person can get what they need in life and get further through the things that you guys have created. I'm Denverzdojamain, as you know, and this has been another dope show. Go ahead and throw your YouTubes and your social media handles so the people can know where to meet you, reach you.
Follow me at Mix of Yak, MICZ of YAK at Mix of Yak. And then our cafe is Weefles and Coffee.
So is that one word, Weefles and Coffee?
Weefles and Coffee, one word.
And that's Instagram?
Yep.
My Instagram is Reinasty, REI_nasty with 2 Y's. That's my new rap name. And, you know, follow Weefles Cafe on Facebook as well as Weefles and Coffee on the IG. And we'll tap in with you guys there.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.
Man, that was dope as fuck, bro. Man, that food was fire too. Any blessings to your establishment, my boy. Yes, sir. Blessings, many blessings. Thank you.
Of course, thank you anytime.
Keep up the good work, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You need to say like,
Okay.
something.
Get away right here outside.
Yeah.
You right here right now? Or no? Talk to you.